We'll see if they can get any of that stuff when the dock workers go on strike.
What?
The East Coast dock and Gulf Coast dock workers are going on strike.
Oh, the dock workers. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Well,
something in from here.
Not a good time because the East Coast is facing lots of problems right now.
Yeah,
with,
that might not look well for them doing it now.
Well, they're facing all the problems with from the hurricane, all the flooding and power outages, and now they're talking about another hurricane going over exactly the same area.
Can't change it.
Oh.
That's why we enjoy blizzards.
Yes. Construction.
Pick up the black lights. How stupid that is. Oh, it's the all-electric F-150. It's the one that's been broke more than it's been running.
Pretty much. Like I said, with the Teslas are all great and everything until you have to replace the batteries.
Oh, then it's yeah.
Then the battery replacement costs almost as much as the whole truck did.
Yeah.
Every 5 years or so.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
And if you drive it a lot, it could be 2 years.
Again, they played this game. It didn't work.
So the whole vehicle costs like $100,000.
Yeah.
Then to replace the batteries is almost $90,000.
So there's no point to it. Buy some little 4-cylinder or.
Well, yeah, it makes no. Yeah. And then they got the eco people that are all like, well, it's much more good for the economy. I'm like, tell me how replacing the batteries every 3 to 5 years that cost $90,000 is eco-friendly when those batteries are not clean.
Where are you going to put them at?
Well, that's the other thing. Even if you are able to recycle those batteries, and some of those EV vehicles, once those batteries are toast, they are toast.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and God help you if you have a fire in one of these things. They're going to put off so much more smoke and hazardous chemicals.
You can't get them out.
Than a gasoline car bursting into flames would do.
Yep. Well, they don't like salt water either.
Oh no, and that's the other problem we've had a lot of recently is all those cars that weren't sinking.
Yep.
Or even the dumb. I was gonna say that there were some dumb people during the hurricane. They were out driving in their electric car in floodwater.
I bet that didn't work out too good.
Some didn't even need flood water. The amount of water was getting in from the wind-driven rain was enough to smoke the electronics.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And it wasn't too much longer till they got into the battery compartment and then started smoking the batteries.
Yep.
So there was at least 2 videos I saw online. They were in some part of Florida where the hurricane was, and the vehicles were on fire.
From the water.
Yes.
Because you don't throw lithium.
In the middle of the hurricane.
You don't throw lithium in the middle of water, ever.
And they weren't even sitting in flood water. They were sitting in a hotel parking lot. They were on fire in the eye wall of the hurricane. Just ablazing.
Yeah, well, there you are. Proof positive, bad idea.
I was just like, well, that's different.
They had their way.
Considering the amount of water that's coming down from the hurricane, the winds.
Yeah.
I think would have put out any normal car fire, but this sucker was just going. And the way it looked on the fire is every time it got closer and closer to the battery compartment, it got worse.
Bad idea.
Well, they were showing even the storm chasers were like going like, how is this possible? The car is melting.
But it's 2,000 degrees.
It was, yeah, or more. But yeah, literally the Tesla car is melting while there's an abundance of liquid coming out of the sky.
Well, if they put a 2-liter 4-cylinder in most of the vehicles, it would be enough. It's not turboed, so it doesn't have the turbo and the oil dilution thing. And they do reasonably good on mileage. You get a 6 or 8 or 10-speed training on them. They work pretty well.
How are all these European cars that have big engines in them
crap too?
Get really good gas mileage?
They got 27 years in there. I don't know.
Probably.
They said that European cars are crap right now too.
Well, right now they're showing some past ones on Top Gear and some of the other ones where this car was getting really like it was like a 600 or 700 mile range on one gas tank. And I was like, okay, well, why don't they have, and it was like a 20-gallon tank, and it's like, and they're getting 500 to 600 miles on this thing.
They got a 4-cylinder in it.
And like, why can't you just mass produce a bunch of these? Because it's not woke or whatever it is these days, probably. We must have electric because that's the way of the future.
Nope.
Well, okay, but then there's other electronic stuff that work. You know, they had electronic vehicles and battery vehicles in the 1910s.
Yep.
Then they crisscrossed America. They didn't have generators.
Yep.
In back of other people's cars. They had big industrial like bus batteries, and they were hauling stuff.
Great. Yeah.
And they went from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
can of gas, steel tops, electric.
Why did we lost this technology from the 1910s, which seemed to be way better than they have now?
Well,
It just like, yeah. Tesla had stuff for, you know, abundance of free energy. And it wasn't solar, and it wasn't some other stuff, but it was like you could create it out of the air. Like you could, like the background static electricity in the air, you could use it as a power source. Unlimited power.
looks like everybody's here today.
That technology just went away.
Let's see if we can squeeze in on this side. You can have enough room without hitting Bob's car?
Yeah. Is it sealed so it doesn't all flop?
Nope, it's not, but it'll all flop out of there. So.
Oh, nonsense.
You wanted me to taste them, I guess. Something, we have the technology to do that ourselves, but
yeah.
But he drilled that Durango pretty good. Oh, look at that thing. Whip. Look at the antenna. Whip.
Yeah.
Big verticals.
Yeah.
What is this? The police or somebody else sitting there?
The police.
Could be, but I think it's something else.
Probably.
I don't know who it is. Lyft.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for a call.
Yeah.
Wish it was a regular cab company.
Well, welcome to the future.
Yeah, maybe.
Doesn't the future suck so bad, doesn't it?
Yeah, could be.
It sure seems like it.
Boy, is it blowing today?
Yeah.
glad I got that stuff done yesterday. Glad I'm starting to be able to walk again too.
Starting to walk again, huh?
That kind of nice angle there on all the trees and stuff.
Starting to walk again. Well, that's a first.
Well, I wasn't walking real good yesterday, or anything else.
Who has been walking lately, really well? Nobody that I know. Well, that's right, the young generation. People are under 40. They know how to walk, sort of.
Well, there was a lot of cars here for that game yesterday.
Yeah.
Mom and I are Saturday. It's gonna be Saturday. Well, at least you got to talk to Jane and she knows where Matthew 25 is now. So at least that got
No idea where it's at.
It's out in the bypass.
Don't
West
really
of
care.
town. Yeah. Well, they give away free clothes and stuff to people.
Oh, well, Jim wanted to go there to see what kind of stuff you could buy.
You don't buy anything there.
Get.
Yeah. This is probably a good look in the west. Yeah, pretty good. Oh yeah.
They just gives away free stuff. Jenna loves that.
Oh yeah, sure she would.
I'm sure they ask for donations.
And I wouldn't mind taking some of our stuff to them. That's what part of our plan. Well, there's a good bit of stuff in your sister's room that was going to go there, but never got there. So
never will go there. Probably never will go there.
Well, we'll see.
KX is doing a thing on there. It says, if you had 3 wishes for anything at all, what would your 3 wishes would be? Like, no arthritis for anyone ever again. Everybody goes to heaven regardless of what they did. And well, you know, it's said in the Bible that evil can't exist in heaven. So
yeah,
even if the most evil, vile person went up there, that evil part would stay back.
It's not the way it's written.
Well, it's whatever. And the 3rd wish: every year the U.S. Congress gets a balanced budget.
Well,
I find the balanced budget might be the hardest one of all those 3.
Pretty much, yeah.
God can perform miracles. He cannot perform those kind of miracles.
Well, he could if they'd listen.
Yeah. I figure the first 2 we could do pretty well. 3rd one might be questionable.
I'll probably wait till tomorrow when I'm out paying bills to talk to the cable company about redoing the cable.
Unless you're going to run around today or something.
I might. I haven't called in your needles yet. So.
Oh, yeah, I need to call my stuff in too.
Yep. Water in the river.
Yep. Better down in North Carolina than them. They got too much water.
Ooh, yeah, it really ripped up everything.
Dams ripped apart. Other dams on the brink were being apart.
Ripped up the roads, ripped up the sidewalks, ripped up the buildings, ripped up everything.
Yep.
Water's powerful.
In fact, they did more damage there than some places in Florida.
Yeah.
Where the high wall went over. Mind you, some of them were pretty bad though. That one island, one of the outlying islands off the coast of Florida, gone.
Beach is a dynamic.
There is no more beach. The beach is now where the city streets were.
The beach is a dynamic environment that moves.
Oh yeah.
And it moves a lot. You know.
Oh yeah.
We insist on trying to make it stationary.
Well, they claimed that there was some Native American mother or something back in the 1800s that made a deal with some Spanish people, and they claimed that was protecting their island for over 100 years. Yeah, nah, see, that didn't really work out well in this time, you know, when they had 22-foot storm surge.
Yeah.
And the island only sits about a foot above sea level.
Yeah.
And the tallest building on the island sits at around 20 feet.
Yeah.
Let's see, a 22-foot storm surge, what's that going to do?
It's going to trash everything.
Everybody's underwater.
Yeah. Well, you see the pictures of the big resorts that are built on the beach. And
this one island, though, the guy literally drove across it 12 hours before landfall.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nice looking little community. From everything he says, the pictures he's seen from the cops that went to the island, even they evacuated, everything is gone. And a lot of people did not heed the evacuation warnings. Mm-hmm. So as the cops put it, they're there to keep people from off the island, mainly because they got to go to house and look for bodies.
Right. Yep.
And the rest of the crews there are trying to remove the entire beach that pretty much went across all the streets.
Yeah, well, you know.
So you can get into some of those areas.
Yep. Trouble with living on the beach is you're on the beach. Mm-hmm. And the beautiful view, however, water will tend to...
Well, I said the strongest building on the police station was the police station, and it was on the highest point, and it was a concrete reinforced building.
Yeah.
That building is now sitting in pieces.
Yes.
Part of it where it was, and part of it in the canal channel.
Yeah.
And that was the strongest part of the island.
Sounds like that island was toast.
I'd say
yeah. Question.
And they said one of the cops was actually thinking about staying there at the jail.
Good thing he didn't.
I'm so glad he decided not to.
Can't swim through that.
No. If that was the strongest part of the island. Yeah. No. The rest of the island was made of like wood houses and stuff.
Yeah, well, there you are. In Europe, they build a lot of things out of stone, but even that, after a while,
well,
stone lasts a lot longer.
Yeah. Stonehenge.
That's some pretty some old stone.
They have a lot of maintenance is done to that stuff to make sure it stays
looking cool.
Good.
Getting rid of an old fridge and a bunch of old sofas and must be to get rid of your junk in the fall.
Sure.
Have them get
buy all your new stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Well, see, interest rates came down, so people can afford that.
Maybe
cannot.
Or you're just getting rid of old junk.
Probably just getting rid of old junk. Maybe they're moving. I don't know. Well, they said that insurance rates are going up for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Of course they are.
Because we got to pay for everybody else.
Yep. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. It's the way it is. Wind's kicking butt and taking names as usual.
Yeah. That's fine. Whatever.
You guys didn't have a fence when you were going.
No, we did not.
The fence is a good idea. That way they won't chase a ball out in the street or something. They're doing a little soccer.
Yeah. Again, if it gets kicked hard enough, it'll go right over that fence.
Yes, it could.
And then you'll have to run down to that end of the fence,
go
around and get it in the middle of traffic.
Yeah, well.
I say they should be playing their soccer on the football field.
Well, I don't know.
It should be.
Well, I don't know.
Where it'd be easier not to have stuff going in the middle of the field.
Well, I still think they got a young side and an old side.
I don't know if it matters anymore.
I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, they do, but I don't think it matters who plays what on what anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, that side, these sides always in the kindergarten, first, second, third, type thing. Well, most of the time, second.
It's like somebody parked.
Before they had the computer lab. My second grade was where the computer lab was.
Experience, not my time.
Well, at least he's wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, that might cut down on the road rash.
Well, probably not really. Needs a helmet at least.
Yeah.
Gotta protect the guidance system.
Mm-hmm.
Like kamikaze. Kamikaze wore a helmet.
Yeah. Who is Mirror 1?
I have no idea.
Me either.
I don't think that's Mirror. I think it's a company or something.
Okay, could be. Yeah.
I'm guessing. I've seen it somewhere before.
Mirror 1, something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere before.
May or 1.
Yeah, another company or something.
Good afternoon. The time is 12 p.m. K0AJW. Repeat. Open, not in the whole building there.
Could be a for time lapse. With all the clouds.
Yeah. Boy, I might just flat out poop today. I guess maybe my blood pressure pill probably kicked in.
Well,
Ready for a nap, probably.
Nap would be nice.
Huh?
A nap would be nice.
Yeah, it could be. nice old Buick. Or Ford. Is it a Ford? No, it's something, a Packard. Oh my God, I haven't seen a Packard in years. Got to ride in one time. They're heavier, built heavier and stronger than an old Buick. Packard.
Not a Ford.
No, it's a Packard.
Yeah. Ford Packard.
No, Packard was the name.
Okay.
I haven't seen a Packard. One of my history teachers had one. The doors are about that thick back in the day.
Yeah, everything was built like a tank.
Steel.